Yo, what's up guys and gals? It's me, Lucky Pickle, and today we are reviewing One Piece Manga Volume 4. And in the last volume at the end, we discovered that the butler, Claudor, is actually a famous pirate called Captain Kuro of the Black Cat Pirates. And Usopp the liar tries to go to town to tell everyone of the coming attack, but nobody believes him because he's the town liar. So they chase him out of town, and then he goes to Kaya's house to try to explain her the situation, but nobody believes her there either. Since it's a plot to kill Miss Kaya and take her estate, it's important that she knows. But the bodyguards and the townspeople attack Usopp and drive him out of the estate, and he even gets shot in the arm. It's you, Usopp! You're the dastardly villain! Ruffian, get away from Miss Kaya! No! Boom! My left arm. Why won't anyone believe me? There he is. Get him. He's a violent criminal. I think the whole point of this sequence is to show us Usopp's character. Even though everyone in the town hates him and they even shot him, he still wants to protect the people he loves, which plays a lot on shonen concepts. If you don't know what shonen is, shonen basically translates to young boy, and shonen is a manga genre. Basically, shonen is for young boys. Often there's this character with an impossible dream or quest that they go on, and the themes in shonen are usually doing the right thing, family, following your dreams, and everything that goes along with that. Personally, to me, a lot of shonen is inspired by Akira Toriyama's work. A lot of mangakas talk about how Dragon Ball inspired them to make manga. So in my opinion, a lot of shonen is built off Akira Toriyama's back, and that's why he's like the father of anime, you'd say. But that's my opinion. So Usopp tells Luffy and the gang that he's gonna fight, and they agree to fight with him, not out of pity, but because they think he's brave. So the Straw Hats start prepping a trap for when the pirates arrive, but in the meantime, we cut to Kuro. So Miss Kaya bought Kuro a pair of glasses for his 3-year anniversary working as the butler, but his 3-year anniversary is him bringing the pirates to the island. So he smashes the gift that Miss Kaya got for him, which were glasses, because he's always pushing up his glasses, but he pushes them up like this, and you'll find out later why. So Miss Kaya always thought that he needs new glasses. And then the other butler, his name is Mary, he's like, why would you destroy Miss Kaya's glasses? And he's like, 3 years is a long time that I waited. My plan is finally coming into action. And then he just like stabs Mary and leaves him to die. So the Straw Hats have a trap laid for the pirates, but then the pirates arrive and the Straw Hats are not there. They prepped on the wrong side of the island, and now they have to race back to where the pirates actually landed. So Luffy runs ahead and Nami slips on the trap and she throws Zoro into the trap. So now he's in the trap and Nami and Usopp are running toward the pirates. So Luffy gets lost, but Usopp and Nami arrive to fight the pirates, and it's just them. And then Usopp starts lying about stuff and like trying to get them to run away and stuff. So Usopp and Nami try to defend as much as they can against the pirates, but they don't get very far until Luffy and Zoro show up. They even whack Usopp on the back of the head with a giant hammer. The Django is the acting captain of the pirates for now because Kuro is the actual captain. And he says, he'll cut all our throats. Do you understand, fools? He's telling them to hurry up because their captain Kuro is going to murder all of them. So they leave Usopp and Nami on the floor and rush to the village. But then Luffy and Zoro show up. And this is where the real fighting starts. But Kuro is visibly pissed. Why are they not at the mansion yet? So he starts going over to where the pirates landed. So Luffy and Zoro clean up all the goons and stuff, and then they hypnotize the goons to think that they're stronger and that all their wounds are healed. But this backfires because they also hypnotize Luffy into thinking that he's stronger than he really is. So then Luffy just cleans everybody up like really fast with a Gum Gatling. And then Luffy tears off the hull of their pirate ship for no reason. And then the Django has to put him to sleep. So he hypnotizes Luffy to go to sleep. And Luffy gets squashed by the hull of the ship. But since he's like a gum man, he's gonna be fine because he just, you know, he's a rubber, so he doesn't matter if he gets squashed. So we cut to Kaya's nightmare of Usopp attacking her, which I actually thought is really sad because like Usopp is her best friend and the person who tells her like stories and stuff, and she's having a nightmare about Usopp killing her. So she wakes up from her nightmare and goes to look for Clawdor, and she finds Mary's like body and he's bleeding to death in front of her. And she's like, "What happened? Mary, open your eyes. Please don't die." "Miss Kaya, thank heaven you're alive." "Of course I'm alive. Who did this to you?" "Clawdor. Clawdor tried to kill me." Basically, the butler did it. And I love how he's playing on these tropes of the butler did it, but made it into like an actual story. "Then what Usopp said was true." "It was true. He discovered Clawdor's deception. He was trying to save us." "None of us believed him. And to think we defended that villain." "And drove away a brave young man who was ready to die and save the village." "What have I done? I said those awful things to him. But if I didn't try to stop this, what kind of person would I be? I'm gonna have a talk with Clawdor." So then they call in their two best goons, these two cat weirdos. Like they're like furries. So like these furries attack Zoro, and they steal his swords while he's not looking, so he only can do like one sword style for now, but he doesn't know one sword style. He only practices 3 style. So while he only has one sword, both of the cat people attack him at the same time. So Zoro doesn't know one sword style, so he's kind of losing the fight until Kuro pulls up with just straight Black Force energy, and he doesn't even say anything, but everyone just stops what they're doing and stares at him. It's long past dawn, but you seem to have trouble following my plan. What in Neptune's name is going on? Are you telling me these children held you up? Is that it?" Then like the two best men in Kuro's crew are like, "It's been 3 years. You can't boss us around anymore." And then they like test Kuro, but he like easily sidesteps them and like gets behind them. So then they're just like shitting their pants. He's like, "You two were right. I have gotten soft. You've got 5 minutes. If everything isn't sorted out by then, I'll kill every last one of you with my own hands." And then we find out why Kuro pushes up his glasses like that. It's because he has these weird like gloves with a sword on each finger, so they're like kind of like claws. But while all this is going on, Nami throws Zoro his swords, and he just one pumps both of the people who were attacking him. But then the fat guy he was attacking survived because he's fat or something, and then they revive him using the power of hypnosis, so now he's like berserk mode. And then Nami stomps Luffy's skull in until he wakes up. And then total plot armor here, Luffy gets stabbed in the freaking head and then just pulls it out. So either plot armor, so it's either plot armor or Luffy canonically does not have a brain. 3 minutes left till I massacre everyone. Then Kaya pulls up to give Clawdor like a talking to, like a scolding. And it's actually frustrating how like naive and stupid she is, because like she's the main target that they're after, but she goes to the battleground. It's just like actually ridiculous. So she puts herself at risk just to like scold Kuro, but like he obviously doesn't care. It's just like she just showed up to find out for herself basically. And then we find out what Kuro's actually after. Kaya offers him a lot of money, and he's like, "I don't want money, I want peace of mind." And what peace of mind means to him, and peace of mind to him means living in a town rich, that no one knows his past of being a pirate, and that he can just relax without the navy or any authorities coming after him. So that's why he made this elaborate plan to kill Kaya without anyone knowing, but of course Usopp foiled his plan. Basically, he's like a celebrity who regrets being famous. "I spent 3 years earning the trust of the villagers here, I've grown comfortable. I can even relax. Only when I have that peace of mind and your wealth will my plan have finally been accomplished. Thus, the pirate attack on the village and your accidental demise are both quite essential. But then, so Kaya pulls out a gun on him and tells him to stop, but then he there's a flashback of their childhood and all the good moments he had, and then he keeps getting in her head and saying shit, and so she puts the gun down, and then Usopp tries to punch him while he's getting in her head, and he steps out of the way because he's trained and super fast, and he's like, "That's right, Usopp, I still owe you for hitting me. You hit me with all your might." So it looks like he's about to attack Usopp until Luffy punches the motherfucker in the face with his gum pistol. "If you don't like being hit, I'll punch you 100 times more." And then while he's on the floor, the Usopp pirates, the 3 little kids, start whacking Kuro on the face with a bat and a frying pan. And then Kuro just gets up and walks past them. This does show that Kuro doesn't kill kids. There's a couple redeeming natures about Kuro. He also didn't kill Mary. Even though he meant to kill Mary, he didn't, which shows a little compassion out of this character. "You must have the power of the devil fruit." "That's right, I ate the gum fruit. I'm a gum man." "The Django, I'll kill the gum man. You just deal with Miss Kaya. Force her to write the will as planned. Then kill her. And those nipping little pups too." So Zoro tries to stop the Django, but then that fat cat dude, berserk mode, goes crazy on Zoro. And yeah. Oh, and then Usopp tells the little kids "Protect Miss Kaya. Protect Miss Kaya. I'm entrusting you men with the most important job of all. Get Kaya away from here safely. Don't let me down. That's an order from your captain." So the Usopp sends the kids away with Kaya, and the Django chases after them, and the manga ends with the fat cat guy and Luffy standing off with Kuro. So that's the end of volume 4. I will say I think I liked Usopp the most in this volume, because basically every redeeming quality Usopp has was shown in this volume. When Usopp is back against the wall or he's on the wire, bro locks in and takes care of what he needs to do. Bro actually mans up and does what he needs to do. I feel like this whole volume was kind of filler, if I'm being honest. I didn't really get much out of this except that there was a lot of action and waiting in this volume. But the lore of Captain Kuro and the lore of Kaya is also pretty good. The story is good. The butler is poisoning Kaya to get her estate, but really he was a pirate the whole time. But I just felt like there was a lot of dilly-dallying and waiting in this one, and fight scenes just meant to fill. And save the filler for the anime, you know what I mean? The reason I really like mangas is because they're usually just straight actual content and there's very little filler. But also what I'm saying is a preference. Not to say it was bad or anything, but like I said in volume 2, I believe, there is a formula to One Piece, and that's the captain, the second mate, and the third mate, or whatever. And and then they fight the Straw Hat crew respectively, right? Hopefully that formula changes later on, but when the formula is so obvious like that, I feel like it does kind of take away from the stakes because I know they're gonna win. But that's my opinion. So anyways, that's the end of my manga review. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked the video, dislike it, and comment maybe, and subscribe if you subscribe it. Alright, see you guys.